Welcome to another episode of LEGO Explains. Today's episode is called John Has No Emergency Fund. This is John. He makes a pretty steady paycheck every single week, brings this much in, okay, has his expenses lined out, and is doing a really good job of making sure that, at the end of each week that he has enough money to cover all of his expected bills. But all of a sudden, one week, he has a sudden car repair. Backs up the wrong way when he's trying to leave a parking lot and messes up his tire, has to get a new set of tires. Okay, and is in a position where all of a sudden he has an extra $1,000 expense for the repair and the replacement of the tires. So if he's got all of his expenses mapped out for the week, but he didn't have anything extra to cover that $1,000 expense, most people would probably put it on a credit card. And if he doesn't pay off that card within 30 days, then he's going to run into a jam where he has to either pay less than the full amount and pay interest, or really struggle, scramble, take from something else to cover that $1,000. So in a perfect world, what John ought to be doing is making sure that he budgets each week for some of the bills that he has. And before he has his fund money, making sure that he takes a few dollars each week and sets it aside in a special account to make sure that he has money available if there's ever an emergency. And if he does something like that several weeks in a row, this emergency account will be pretty substantial. In a perfect world, we'd love to see people have 3 to 6 months of future expenses set aside just in case. And that could be a car repair, it could be an injury, it could be you just get out of work for a little time period, whatever. But the idea is that if you have a nice, robust fund in there, you take that $1,000 out to cover the emergency car repair, and you still have some left, and what you've taken can be replenished each week from your weekly budget. And that's what you'd do in a perfect world. But that's why people feel so tight today, is because they're basically taking all of their paycheck and living on it today and not thinking about the what ifs for tomorrow. So making sure that you do that each week is a sure way to feel stronger about money and to worry less that one bill or one big event is going to sink your entire ship. Follow and like for more.